Hey guys, welcome back to the Communicators Podcast. I'm Dave. I'm the Executive Director here at Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet.
And I'm Chaplain Chaz Blackburn, and I have the honor of being the president of this wonderful, amazing organization.
Wow, amazing, huh?
Amazing.
Are you sure about that?
Just like your haircut. I love it.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
I just did it today.
Looks good, man. Well,
it was while you were on the phone with me. You called me, and I was like, I'm in the middle of coming.
Is that what you were doing?
I was.
Your tablet was ringing, and I thought you left your phone here. I was like, this doesn't make sense. I'm so confused.
I thought I had a meeting today, and I totally forgot that it wasn't today. I felt really bad.
It's next month.
It's next month.
Yeah.
That's all right.
It's okay.
I got vacation blues. You ever hear that?
Yeah, that's not normal. Well, we have a really exciting guest on, and I appreciate you always making fun of me. And I'm making fun of you today.
Well, you're a goofy dude, Chaz.
I'm pretty goofy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. You're goofy.
So I'm going to let our amazing guest introduce herself and tell us a little bit about what she does and why she's passionate of just helping the community in general. And you're connected with a lot of people that do a lot of good in Northern Nevada. So.
Well, thanks, guys, for having me. Brittney Thaler here with the Dees Group at Dixon Realty. I am a residential real estate specialist. I've been a full-time real estate professional in the Reno Sparks area. Well, we cover a lot of different area, actually, all of Northern Nevada for the most part.
Really? Wow.
So we'll go out to, we cover Fallon. We'll go all the way down to Carson, Minden, the Carson Valley. So we reach pretty far. But yeah, I've been a full-time real estate professional for the last 7 years. And yeah, I really enjoy the work that I do. I'd say one of the best parts about my job is getting to connect with all different types of people in this community.
Yeah.
I'm sure you do. You get to meet a lot of different kinds of people. Well, we're going to dive into a little bit more about, how you became a realtor and how you got into that. As you said, you are a realtor, right?
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And, we're going to learn a little bit more about...
No, she was lying. She's not a realtor. It's complete lie.
No, actually, I'm a real estate professional.
Oh.
Yeah,
right.
we'll talk about the differences and what that is and what that means.
Go.
That's why I asked, because I heard that. I was just making sure.
Way to go,
Dave.
buddy. Wow, way to embarrass our guest. That was really rude.
Man, this must be one of those Mondays because we are slap happy, having fun.
Oh, just always having fun. We're going to dive into our sponsorship. This is our sponsorship section. We're going to start with a shout out to Shelley's Hardware. Thank you so much, Shelley's Hardware, for having that individual bolt, that small bolt that you might need for camera equipment or
what is the thing you always say? The leaf blower.
You don't need a bolt for your leaf blower.
Sometimes,
though, dude.
if the bolt comes loose.
What? You don't even use a leaf blower.
I don't have to take care of anything in my yard, so.
Yeah, no, you don't need a bolt for a leaf blower, regardless of what Chaz says. But you might find a new leaf blower that already has bolts and everything else in it.
They have a lot of great stuff. They used to be an airplane hanger. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
Shelley's Hardware used to actually be an airplane hanger over here. And definitely support local. We always think of Home Depot or Lowe's and nothing against them, but you want to support organizations who are local, that support nonprofits, and Shelley's Hardware is definitely one of them.
Yeah, they support us. Great people. We have a big announcement with them. We're not going to announce it right now, but it is going to be happening soon, so stay tuned.
Rock on, man. That's awesome.
Rock on. I see what you did there. So definitely support Shelley's Hardware. When you support Shelley's Hardware, you're supporting Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet. The next sponsor, which I have to say, I talked to him last week. I had a meeting with him, and he said he listens to the podcast every single week.
That's awesome.
Wow.
So
that's awesome.
Spherion, which is Brian, is the vice president over there.
Good guy.
And he's a part of something else we're going to be talking about very soon. But Brian, he listens. He gave me feedback and things that Chaz says that's terrible, that hopefully, maybe we'll get him better at it. Yeah? We'll talk about it afterwards. Don't worry, buddy.
You like that awkward silence? I'm just going to stare at you.
I'll just cut it out. I edit this, right?
Well, thanks, Brian. I think we need to have coffee because... There's a lot of talk going on.
You should. But Spherion is the local experts in recruitment. Spherion understands the unique needs of the Nevada job market. They connect qualified candidates with leading companies, ensuring the right fit every single time. Whether you need administrative support, light industrial staff, or professional hires, Spherion takes the stress out of staffing. And he also said, I always say it wrong.
Oh, really?
Every single time. Spherion. I think that's right, Brian. Comment, let me know. I think I said it right that time. Spherion?
Great organization.
What do you think, Brittney? Is it Spherion?
No, I think it's Spherion.
Spherion?
Yeah, Spherion.
Spherion?
Yeah.
Didn't you know that, Dave? Jeez,
I don't know.
Spherion.
I might be saying it wrong again. I don't know. Every time I say it wrong.
We'll need a lesson.
I know. He should do one of those presentations, huh? All right, and the last sponsor is Relentless Business Mastery. They are a Reno-based digital marketing agency specializing in services such as local SEO, web development, pay-per-click advertising, social media management, and business consulting. They focus on helping small businesses, entrepreneurs in the Reno-Sparks area, and so far beyond. They have clients all over the place. When I talked to Jason, I talked to him last week too, and he was saying they have people everywhere. Across the nation.
That's awesome.
It's crazy. And they do a really good job making sure businesses show up on the top of your Google searches. They really do. They do an excellent job. That is the end of our sponsorship portion of the episode. We work really hard to make sure our sponsors and the people that are partnered with us are local people that really care about the Reno Sparks community and beyond, because it's important to us that we, as a local nonprofit who gives away clothes for free, partner with people that have that same mindset. Those people that really focus on the local community, how we can make it better, how we can grow what we're already doing, and help even more people than ever before.
Yeah, and Northern Nevada is so generous. We have so many great people that want to make a difference, and so we're excited to have you on the show. And so we want to learn more about you and how you got in this line of work. Like, what drives you? What's your passion about this?
What drives you, Brittney?
People are my passion. So, before when I started my career outside of real estate, I started it in higher education. And so I worked for many years recruiting students to the University of Nevada, Reno. And then, I've also worked at other universities, similar type of work, but really trying to help people find their place. And so through the years, I've grown in, a lot of different skill sets. But ever since I was a little girl, talking to people has never been a problem for me. So I think it's just an area that I personally thrive in. I like to hear people's stories and just where they are at in their, in their lives and in transitions in their lives. And, in my line of work, I get to play a small role in whatever it is that they're experiencing in their lives. And so for that, I'm just super grateful for that. And I just try to pass that on to, all the work that I continue to do and serving the local, folks in our community.
So you're not a Rebels fan, right?
No.
Okay. Just making sure.
Nope. Go Wolfpack. I'm a Wolfpack grad.
I might be. You never know.
Andrea will kill you. Andrea Pelton.
No.
That'd be kind of scary.
Yeah.
I think she could do it, though.
She probably could.
I think she could kill me.
Andrea is an amazing little Jewish senior who's a big supporter of ours.
And she's been on the show.
Huge Pack
That's
fan.
awesome.
Huge. She always goes to all the Pack games before she moved away.
She donated us stuff to a lot of the women's basketball league stuff and everything here.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. So that is awesome, Brittney. Thank you for being here. I think additionally on top of that, I want to talk about maybe how did we meet, Brittney? Do you know?
So Dave and I actually crossed paths at a local networking group. And so I am the president of our Great Basin BNI chapter, and he was recruited to join us so that we could help support his organization.
And it really has been a support. If you look at these sponsors, I've met several of these sponsors just through BNI. So it is really important to be able to network. And so I'm so glad you were able to come, not only to talk about real estate stuff, but also talking about BNI and why it's so important for maybe a business professional that's listening to this. I mean, it has really helped me personally. Some ways has been inspiring me to talk to people maybe outside of my comfort zone.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
And you've seen that, right? I wouldn't necessarily say, hey, I'm going to send a cold email to an electrician this week. But I've done that several weeks in a row.
Yeah. Yes.
And that's something that kind of helps me professionally, because it helps me say, hey, what does it mean to be outside of my comfort zone? What does it mean to be able to present in front of people that may not be in my field, right?
Sure.
So do you want to expand on that a little bit more?
Sure. One of the, things that I think that is very unique about being part of a group like the one that we're a part of is that you're bringing together businesses from across a number of different industries. And some of them are new in their business. Some of them are well seasoned in their business. And so this, you're bringing together a lot of different experiences all across the board. And yeah, I mean, I definitely, every week, we meet and, outside of our weekly meetings, we also meet one-on-one to learn more about how we can be better supporters and champions of the business professionals in our groups and their businesses and how we can help them grow their business. I think, our dream is to always run a referral-based business. And so that's really kind of the unique part of what we do. Each week when we meet, we're training each other to be a sales force for each other and a champion. And so as we make our way throughout the weeks and the months and we come across different people that we meet, we have the opportunity to hopefully plug in some of those small businesses to fill needs of others in their businesses.
I was really blown away. I got to go to one meeting one day. I was so impressed with how engaged everyone was and how people were truly looking for ways to help support each other. And even outside of that, I got tons and tons of emails that I unfortunately couldn't meet with everybody. But I was really impressed with that. You gave me the look.
I did give you the look. 'Cause I know some of those emails.
Right? Yeah, we've all been sending them out as we're trying to grow our group.
Yeah, we're all trying to grow our group. But what I'd like to say on behalf of being a part of the BNI group, of the Great Basin BNI, that we're a part of, is that it's very different than most networking groups I've been a part of.
Yeah.
Right? Because the reality is it's not about just networking, right? It's not about passing out a business card and then you're done, right?
Sure.
There's a lot more to it, because it's like you're getting to know these people in their businesses. There's the challenge and the requirement to be a part of BNI to have those one-on-ones, which means having a one-on-one interaction with someone a part of the BNI group on a weekly basis. And beyond that, having the listening to the podcast in our group, that's one of the things we do. And then we also make sure that we're referring each week. And beyond that, because we're a growing group, we're not quite launched yet, is that we also make sure we're reaching out to individuals that could be good for our BNI group.
Yes, we've, our focus has really been on recruitment and bringing professionals across a number of different industries together because, like we know, the more collaboration we can have together as a group, the more we learn from one another. And we're just expanding that network and our reach, right? We had talked about, a little bit about, running a referral-based business. And, this is a really good way to do that. And, like you had talked about in terms of doing one-on-ones and stuff, it's a good time to sit down with somebody and really learn about their business. You're not going to learn everything about their business, right? Which is why we continually do them. Because every time you meet with somebody, you learn something different about their business. Maybe it's a pain point that they're feeling that week, and you have an opportunity to collaborate to try to see how you might be able to overcome that hurdle that week. Or perhaps, you're just learning about someone on a more individual basis, their family, their interests, and things like that. We all like to refer folks that we know, like, and trust. And part of that is the personal aspect of who people are behind, their businesses.
And yes, absolutely. And I also think that the difference between BNI, like we have, and in some other networking groups, is, hey, if there's a realtor, can another realtor be a part of it?
No.
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 And why is that?
So that's what I think makes our group so unique, is that, we actually take one professional across all industries. So there's not going to be any cross, what's the word I'm looking for? Competition, yes.
Maybe?
Yeah, so there's not going to be, competition, in the group. So you're not going to see 5 financial advisors and, 5 different.
That makes it really
attorneys.
beneficial, though, for those who are in that field.
Yes.
I mean, that wouldn't be fair otherwise, in the sense that it's not really going to be that impactful.
Yes. So, from that standpoint, I think that that's just something that makes us very unique and special, but also makes the investment worthwhile.
Yeah.
You're not going to large scale networking events where you're trying to pass out your business card to everybody.
And there's 12 other realtors.
Yeah, exactly.
Realtors there, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is a little bit more personal. You're really helping others learn about you and your business.
Yeah.
And so we kind of take the competition piece out of that.
How can someone get involved that may be listening that has an ice cream parlor? Do you guys have an ice cream parlor involved?
We do not.
So if you have an ice cream parlor, get involved. You could be the only one.
Yeah, that's definitely true. We'd love to refer our clients to you. We do a lot of relocation in my line of work, and so we're always looking, for places to refer people to.
Yeah.
So, but I'd say for the most part, we're looking for folks who, have health and wellness businesses. Maybe you're a chiropractor or a dentist or a specialty dentist. We're also looking for folks that, are in a number of different trades, from plumbers to electricians, like Dave's been doing some outreach with, to estate attorneys, CPAs, all of those.
Yeah, and I think it's so important. It doesn't matter what field you're in. To get out of your comfort zone is so important. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Every job, if you really want to benefit with what you're doing, to get out of your comfort zone, to contact people you wouldn't normally contact, is so powerful. It really is.
Get comfortable being uncomfortable. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
That was terrible and cheesy, Chaz.
No, that's a great. I forget what sales book I wrote.
But also very true.
Yeah, I didn't say it wasn't true. I just said it was cheesy. I'm honest, buddy. Come on.
You want a dad joke?
Sure.
No,
Yeah. Let's hear it. Come on.
So every morning on our hospice calls, we have a morning meeting, and I always give a dad joke. So this morning was, what did the mom cow say when she was driving her calf to school to the person driving next to her? Move over.
Okay, those are bad. Right?
They're bad dad jokes, right?
Oh my gosh. Quit.
I love making it awkward.
Now.
That's literally what I told the nurses,
Brian, if you're listening to this, please be a supporter of Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet.
Well, how can people join BNI group, though? So how can they get involved?
Well, they can they can reach out to me.
Yes.
Personally. Not Dave.
Reach out to her.
Yeah,
Don't reach
you
out
can
to
reach
me.
out to me personally.
Bad plan.
If it's something that you think you would be interested in. We actually meet weekly on Tuesdays from 8 to 9:30, and our meeting location is the Builders Association. So we're very centrally located, 8 to 9:30 every Tuesday. But yeah, you can reach out to me directly. You can also find us on the BNI website as a forming chapter, and you can contact us there too.
How can people reach out to you directly? Do you want to share that or no? Do you have an info? I can share my info. It doesn't matter.
No, that's fine. They can email me directly at B Thaler. So it's BTHALER at
Okay.
DixonRealty.com.
Okay, because we had people reach out to other nonprofits and other
Yeah.
partners. So I just want to be clear. People do watch the show other than Chaz. Chaz, you watch it right after, right?
I don't really watch it anymore. Just kidding. Every now and then I do.
I work so hard on this, man. Come on.
You do a great job.
Oh, I see how it is. I see how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah?
So we have a cliche saying, be the change that you want to see in the world. What are some causes you're passionate about locally?
Well, I actually have 2 business partners that I work with. We've been partners for almost the last 5 years, and we do support a number of organizations in town. Right now, 2 of my business partners sit on the regional council for Make-A-Wish.
Oh, yeah.
And so we do support a number of their fundraising events, hosting fundraisers and stuff around town.
That's great.
I have an old board member friend who sits on that board too. His name's Lou.
Yeah, he's also my neighbor.
Is he really?
He is. He
Lou
lives
is
around the
amazing.
corner
I
from
love
me,
that
yeah.
guy. Big heart for sure.
Absolutely.
I'm just astonished you have friends, Jazz.
Wait, so didn't his basement flood recently, like a year ago? Do you remember that?
I didn't know his
Was there, like, a
model
lot
of
of
home has a
construction?
basement. I
I
don't
guess
recall.
are you making up stuff up?
No, I'm not.
about
No.
Friends,
No,
Jazz?
I'm not. No,
Are
I'm
you?
not. Lou, I think had a liver transplant or kidney transplant. I forget. He's a living donor or a living recipient, and his story is truly amazing. I mean, he's an amazing guy. So no, I'm not making that up.
Yeah, I know
joking.
he is definitely very involved in the community, and we're definitely lucky to have him.
Yes, we are. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's great. I think it's awesome to see people partnering together and people befriending Chaz. I think that's really neat in our community.
Yeah, because no one shows up to my birthday party, right?
It's true. No one does. Inside joke. Sorry.
Yeah.
But what we do at Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet is all about collaboration. It's all about working together. And one of the reasons why I wanted to have Brittney on today was because BNI is so important. Because it's about collaboration. Mm-hmm. It's about businesses working together. It's about people networking and being able to say, hey, I have a guy for that, right? So if it's someone that needs a realtor, which you never explain the difference.
Oh yeah. What's
Yeah.
that?
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't know the difference.
Okay, well, there's a lot of different levels to my industry. You've got the realtor, the agent, and the real estate professional. The real estate professional aspect of what we do supersedes being a realtor and an agent. So for us, it's kind of all about mastery, and it's being that person that is not just there to get you through the transaction. We strongly invest and believe in the relationship building component of the work that we do. And we're here to kind of be your lifelong partner in your real estate journey, whether you're buying your first house, or you want to leverage it for something else, or you have friends and family that are also looking to buy or sell, or you're trying to figure out, should I rent my house and buy another one, or hey, I want to remodel my kitchen, can I shoot some ideas off with you? We very much are invested in our clients and all aspects of whatever it is they want to do, and doing that for the long haul.
Okay, you said a lot of words. And it was
Let
great.
me slow down.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Great job. Now, layman's terms, for people that were homeschooled, baseline What's what?
Dave was homeschooled, by the way, so he was a joke on this.
So like your realtor is kind of like the national brand, right?
Okay.
So
Okay.
and then you have like your agent. You have an agent,
Okay.
your real estate agent, who might just maybe there's someone that you meet randomly. You do one transaction with them, and like that's it. And your real estate professional is someone who's really there for the long haul. They want to be there, helping guide you and whatever life's transitions might take you through.
So you have a sale that already goes through, and this person calls you and says, "Hey, I need help with something." You're going to help them?
Yes.
Wow. That's
So
great.
I'll give you an example. So last week I had a referral from one of our BNI members. He had bought a house and he was moving out of his rental. And the folks that owned the house that he currently lives in, they weren't sure whether or not they wanted to list the house for sale or if they wanted to re-rent it. Based on my conversation, with the tenant, we kind of knew that it wasn't being rented at market rate. So they were potentially losing some money. I did get in contact with them. I sent them a full real estate review, which we do annually for all of our clients. So they got a nice, pretty package of, where we kind of thought that if they wanted to list their house for sale, how much it would be worth. We also did a rental analysis on it for them as well, so that they could kind of see what the market, rent would be. And then we sat down and had a conversation about, okay, well, what does this really look like and what are your goals? And ultimately, I told them that I didn't think that really selling that property right now was in their best interest. And so,
And that shows you care, because if
Right.
you just wanted money,
Right.
you'd say,
Let's sell it.
Sell it. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Yep. So, we try to really look at the whole picture and really help guide people, in the right direction. And sometimes that doesn't always lead to a sale, and that's okay, So we're there to help them make the best decisions that they need to make for themselves. And yeah, I think it definitely goes further, than let's sell the house. It just financially did not make sense for them at this time. And so they ultimately decided that they'd re-rent it.
So we have a lot of young listeners. If there's anybody who's listening who hasn't purchased a home before and is considering becoming a homeowner, what are some things that you would encourage them, regardless of the market, why it's important to own your own home or property?
I would say that, real estate is kind of your first building block to wealth, right? And so everybody needs a roof over their head. They need a place to live. And so if you have the means, or you even want to try to figure out if you can do it with whatever means you may have, I think that it's important part of growing your wealth. It provides security for your family. If you're currently in a rental, your landlord could choose to sell that property at any time, right? Which kind of destabilizes your home and your home life, especially if you have kids. And so, I think that, if there's a level of security in owning your own home.
There's a lot of great first-time buyer rates, correct? I mean,
There are a number of different there are some programs out there that can help first-time home buyers. They fluctuate in their funding, like most nonprofits, right?
Right.
And so, those opportunities come available at different times. There's specific lenders that, have access to use some of those funds and help out. So you just have to kind of choose the right one.
Awesome. Very cool.
No, I think that's super interesting. The housing market is something very interesting in Reno Sparks, because it's gone like this.
We said no hard questions. No.
and I know we're kind of going like this a little bit, right?
Yeah.
We're not quite.
Wait, what is this?
We were escalating like crazy for a while,
Just teasing
dude.
you.
We were escalating like crazy for a while, and it's not escalating as quickly. Is that true?
It's not. So, we've seen things, they've been bouncing around. Our housing market here is very cyclical. It looks like a traditional bell curve, where, in the colder months, it's slower, and in the hotter and warmer months, it's definitely picks up, right? So usually in those warmer months, that's usually when we start to see that median sales price start to tick up. And then it will eventually hit its peak. The kids go back to school, and then things start to kind of taper off. So depends on, available inventory, the type of inventory that's available out there, and then obviously what, the rates are doing too as they kind of bounce
so many
around.
variables, but that's why you have amazing realty professionals who can help you navigate all of that,
those
right?
things. That's what we're here to do. Yep.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it's really important to have someone who kind of understands that and is part of a network of people that care about the community.
It has a heart. Yeah.
And that has a heart and has been a part of the community for a while.
Yes.
Because experience in this community really matters, because there are times in this community where Nika, my wife, and I, we look at the rates and everything. We're like, what are we doing here? Why are we here? Right? Because it gets pretty wild. If we didn't have the rent we have, if we didn't have the landlords we had, I'm not sure we could sustain being here, to be frank.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of my family and friends who are a part of this community, who have houses and loans that are kind of like locked in, I'm not sure they would be able to be here without a good rate moving forwards, right? But they have good rates now. So, like, what would you say to someone who's kind of exploring getting into the housing market? Because it can be pretty daunting.
It can. There's a lot of information that gets thrown at you. And then, of course, there's a little bit of education that comes with it, right? And, you've got terms that you haven't heard before. You're trying to figure out how things kind of work. Because as soon as you kind of dive in, everybody kind of starts throwing things at you. Mm-hmm. And it's like, whoa, like back up. I don't understand that, right? So there's an education like component to it, right? And that also includes the financing part of it as well. And so, we work with some really amazing lending professionals that do that deep dive and really try to help educate. I've got some older folks trying to buy their first home right now. They've had some credit problems in the past. Their income is fairly stable, but with the right lender, they'll put you on a really great path. And so their path to homeownership is probably going to take them about 12 months. But that's okay. Everybody is in a unique situation. Not everybody can just jump in and dive in. Mm-hmm. So that education piece, if it's something that you've been thinking about but haven't dipped your toe into, like, those things are very important in setting you up for success. Right. Moving forward.
And I mean, we're not trying to do an infomercial here or anything about realty and why it matters. Brittney came onto the podcast because she's a part of the BNI group. She's the president of BNI, my BNI chapter, and I really value the BNI community. And so this is her saying the honest truth about what she believes about the market, what she believes about realty, and what she believes about what she does professionally. So thank you for doing that, because you're being honest. You're not trying to make a sale right now.
No.
And that's not the whole point of you being here.
Nope. Our job is really to be that community connector. So, we share resources amongst our clients. We share them in BNI, professionals that we've had good experiences with, right? And that ultimately helps them grow their business, feed their families, and whatnot. Mm-hmm. So there's a community aspect to all of it. And so that's what we live in on a day-to-day basis. And obviously, that's what we do in BNI.
Yeah. And Brittney's she's not paying us to be here. So let me make that clear.
No, you're not paying me to be here.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Yes. Thank you.
We're getting paid.
So there's no transaction. It's just, it's about community. And the Reno Sparks community is such an important community because it really is an island in a lot of ways. We are a growing community for sure, but it's not like Sacramento or San Jose where you're there and there's like a city you can drive to in like 20 minutes. It's not like that here. It takes 3 hours to get to Sacramento from here. Unless you're Chaz, you might drive a little faster. I don't know. But
I'm actually a pretty responsible driver, like an older lady, older senior.
all right, fine. But the reality is we are an island, and so knowing what's happening in the community, professionally, what's happening in the community with those that are homeless, with those that things that are happening in the community, with those that are just lower income that need a little extra support, is so important because it's scary. There are times where people are starving in our community, which is crazy to think about. In a first world nation, people are starving.
Yes.
People are dying. People are struggling. My first day here, when I came in and that gentleman needed that blanket, I swear to you, that was that guy's lifeline. Like, that's wild. A blanket is someone's lifeline? A blanket is whether or not that person lives or dies. That's crazy, right?
Yeah, it is.
A home can be something that creates identity or not.
Sure.
A home is something that can create feeling welcome in Reno Sparks or not. Like, living out of your car, living out of in any situation you're in, just know there are people in this community that care about you. If you're thinking about coming to Reno Sparks, there are people in this community that care about you, that could care about you, that want to get to know you, that want to create that community aspect, because it's important to try to work together for the greater good of Reno Sparks and individuality, right? For that person, for that community working together. It's so much more than self-indulgence. And I've been in some bigger cities. I have friends in bigger cities that I network with.
It's not the same.
And it's not the same. I hear it all the time. Reno Sparks is so different.
I moved to Sacramento. I lived in Roseville, which is part of Sacramento. It's a different town, but right next to it. And I moved back. It's not the same. It's not the biggest little city or the Northern Nevada community. This still has everybody knows everybody, especially about their business.
Yeah.
Like, it's still big enough, but it's still small enough. It's a good middle ground.
Right.
Very unique.
Yeah, we're the island in the desert.
All the different seasons, right? I mean, it's really beautiful, and there's a lot of Northern Nevada just pride in who we are as Nevadans, and that's powerful.
And yes, and beyond that, I see it every day at Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet when we serve people in need. People say, like, I can't figure out a way to get out of here because they're stuck here. Which is, for those in the community that are connecting and doing things, it's great. But those that are homeless, that have no way out of here, that's terrifying. To be stuck here, to be afraid here, to feel like the only place you can stay warm is the CARES campus. And that's it. It's crazy. Yeah. And so
we have a lot to be grateful for.
We're definitely very unique and lucky that we have the CARES campus.
Right, I was just going to say that. I mean, that's more than most people have.
That's a big investment in our community, that the city's really stepped up to, and the county's stepped up to provide, that you don't get to experience in large cities.
True.
Oh yeah.
Like us.
Yeah.
People have done studies nationwide about the CARES campus here because
and
of
it's
that.
Success.
And it's success.
It's success.
And we're partnered, thankfully, with the CARES campus. What we do, we have our Go Bag program, which someone has an emergency need, and then we're able to give them that Go Bag with sweats and underwear and socks. So then, because they have clothes that they wear that they literally have to burn because of how bad those clothes are, but we're able to give them a Good Shepherd's Go Bag, and they're able to get those essential items. Additionally, I'm bringing racks down this next week to the CARES campus because we're partnered with them, and we have a micro closet partnership with them.
It's been a long time in the making.
Long time in the making.
Yeah. Exciting. Yeah.
And it's been amazing to see that happen. But to be able to help those that are in need, those like that guy, my first day 4 years ago, it's burned in my memory about that guy that came in here that just needed a blanket. It's literally a lifeline. Literally. Can you imagine? All you need is a blanket to be able to survive. Can you imagine that? I didn't even think about that before because I'm like, I always have a blanket. I have a house, right?
Yeah. Roof over your head.
Right. Roof over your head. A house.
Well, my final thoughts for tonight, and we thank you so much for being on the show. Is there any last events or anything else you'd like to plug?
That's a good question. I don't.
You come check out BNI, right?
Come check out BNI. Yes. Come check out BNI, and we'd love to see you on Tuesday mornings. So
Tuesday morning at 8. If you want, you can reach out to me. info@gseccreno.org.
Reach out to
Brittney.
her. Give her the credit.
Give her the credit. I'm all about it. That's great.
just come as you are.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter. So we have a standing meeting Tuesdays at 8, goes to about 9:30, and we meet at the Builders Association. So
Yeah,
if you're a business out there and you want to grow, we would love the opportunity to help you.
absolutely. And that's what it's all about, is collaboration. And we talk about that a lot on this podcast, is collaboration. Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet is a local nonprofit. We're here in Sparks, Nevada, and we reach all over the place, including Carson City, Reno, all over. And pretty soon, even further than that.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. It's good to have some carrots.
Good to have some carrots.
Dangle some carrots for what's coming.
We care a lot about the community. We care a lot about what's going on. If you want to learn more about Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet, please visit getclothes.org. We help over
800 or 1,000 people.
I say 800.
I know, but it's
That's
so
my
much
line.
more.
800 people a month. No matter what, we're asking you to come alongside and help one. All right, guys, thank you so much. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye. Take care, guys.